Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time of the day of the week, Monday to Friday. It's Andrew on Relax Radio. It's the Lunch Munch Show. So we're gonna be together for the next 1 hour. So hold on tight. It's gonna be a great flight. It's that time of the day. We have a good time. So you know, get ready for this.
Online, on the iOS and Android, on your mobile phones, Bengali's biggest conversation around the globe. This is Relax Radio. आओ सब मिले কাজটা ছেড়ে রিল্যাক্স রেডিও শুনি आओ সব মিলে কাজটা ছেড়ে রিল্যাক্স রেডিও শুনি রিল্যাক্স রেডিওতে প্রতিদিন শোনা যায় বাংলার প্রতিধ্বনি রিল্যাক্স রেডিও শুনি রিল্যাক্স রেডিও শুনি
Relax Radio.
Relax Radio.
Yep, it's another day. It's another day of the week. Week is Wednesday Crush Woman. It's we need to recognize the ladies and we appreciate them so much. And you know, if you're out there, you've got a crush on somebody, or you appreciate somebody who's a woman. It's a Wednesday, so you're out there. You could reach them out through us, and we shout them out, and probably they listen in some ways. And yeah. Talking about women, did you see the lady that was was saying how she has decided to she's decided to quit the car and get on a bike? You know, I was like, okay, good for you. you know, it's quite good for her to do, but the weather ain't quite nice all the time, so it's you gotta have some backup plans in terms of how you do these things. I mean, it feels good to sort of come out and bring out this lovely solution that, oh yeah, we don't we're trying to, the heat and the emissions and all this yada yada. But you forget that, there's a point in time where the England weather is not nice like that, so you can't be on a bike all the time. you know so she says, oh yeah, me and my kid are gonna be um I'm getting on a bicycle, and the whole beat where the kid sits in the back, and she can sort of cycle and you know get by, and she drops the kid at school, and she goes to work on a bicycle, and it looks fancy on paper, but really and truly, do you think that's the way around things? I mean, of course, it's fuel two pounds, 2 pounds on a liter, you know it's sad like that. But she was saying how yeah I was thinking of getting a new car after you know I had my kid. I've been driving since I was 19, and uh, and now that my kid was going to school, I decided, let me get a new car. But then all of a sudden I decided to get a bike. you know how does that work? It looks good on paper, and when I was reading it, I was like, this looks good on paper, but it's not quite what it is. We can't be selling people this idea of getting on bikes. Get on a bike if you want to, but boy, you know it's even when I'm going on a bus, it's like you find the bicycle man trying to get himself or herself in the right place, and the bus is also trying to not you know bump into them, and it's just all and she goes on to say, oh, and my daughter really loves getting on a bike. Um she she has a scooter, she has all these things that she ride, and our fitness, come on. It's certain things is it's been said by the parents, and it's not being said by the child, and it just looks good. I mean, if you got parents like that, and one time when you're with your parents, and growing up, it's like, if you it's my generation were able to go with parents to places, you know, to go visit other people in the family. And we were able to keep quiet and just let our mom exaggerate anything that was said. I mean, picture this. You show up to a friend's place with your mom, and she's like, do you know what? My kids don't really uh, like the staple food, and these days, they like the rice and the sausages and the chicken, and you'll be thinking, Mom, I've been eating this whole staple food thing for the past week, and because you've been a good boy, you're a good guy, and you're well behaved, because you can't go against the law. You keep quiet and you just take it. And then it's just everything nice. And oh no, even my child said, you hear parents in conversations saying, oh, or even my child, Andrew, or even James was saying, this was all right for us, and we could actually get the car, and it's actually nice. His friends has got one of them. And it's like, oh, when did I say that? You'd be like, when did I? But because you're a nice boy, and you play for the team, and you work things out and everything nice, you want to get back home, and everything isn't you're still intact, and everybody goes to but you know but then with the new generation of kids, you know it's like, yeah, yesterday I took them to McDonald's. Mama, you didn't take us to no McDonald's. They're quick to put you in a place like, I don't trust these kids. You know, that's how adults get away with it. It's like, we were so good that we didn't sort of back talk to them or whatever. But these young kids these days are just another whole situation. I mean, imagine you got a young kid and you're trying to play nice, and I had some change, or I had some, trying to show off to your friends, and you were there with your child, and she puts you in a place. How do you feel? But yeah, those are the things that come with the territory. I mean, if you don't discipline your kids, you know, it's crazy. It might seem like a bike is okay, but I didn't need to be in my music, and in my car and my music, and sometimes when I'm in the traffic, I don't want to be blown by the wind, and oh, feeling uncomfortable. And, I want to be able to listen to my music, and you know, get on the get on the get to the point where I'm weaving through traffic, and I'm listening to the right song at the right time, and everything nice, and that bass line, and you can't be listening to a bass line through your earphones and the wind blowing at the same time. It's be not nice, not quiet. I'm now forced to wear all these cold protecting clothing, and there just on a bicycle when it's windy. And you know how when you cycle so hard with all these keeping warm clothes, you start to get like you're no longer warm, you become hot. And at the end of the journey, you're looking like a chicken that's been in the rain. It's not what we're looking for. you know but at the same time, might want to just stay in your car, and but it's okay for one to be in their bicycle, and all show off, and try to be the solution to the global warming situation, and me and my family go bikes and we get on bikes and we wear these jogger shorts and bicycle shorts and we see you. We think to ourselves, well, you can get away with it now that the pandemic is done, but hey, you know, I love me my comfort in a car and yeah, but saying that though, it's just it's sometimes with just one thing. Sometimes when you don't have a car, you need to use a taxi or use an Uber. But I'm appealing to you Uber drivers that sometimes I just want to sit in the back and keep quiet. I don't want to have no conversation, you know. Um, so what do you think of the of Chelsea? I don't even watch football. I think it's cool. Oh yeah, man. You see, with the game that they played with Tottenham, uh, they didn't do very. Come on, I just want to get to my destination. I just want to get to my destination and not have any of that talk. It's just hello, Krishna Pray. How you doing? I hope you cool where you are, yeah? Yeah, it's the Lunch Munch show, Monday to Friday. Hope you join us every day of the week. Yeah, it's I just wanna, get to my destination with no hassle. Just have a good time, just nice, calm, quiet in the back and have no trouble with nobody. And sometimes you get these Uber drivers that are on hype. Hey, so you guys are going to a party? Yeah, we're going to a party, and and it's like, so hey, so what are you guys gonna be doing? You gonna be doing what the kids do, and get it? Come on, I just want to get to my destination, you know. So I'm telling y'all, Uber drivers out there, just chill sometimes. You just read the mood. If somebody's already unhappy about paying £20 for the trip, you already know what time it is. I'm not really ready to have a conversation with nobody. Maybe a fiver, something like that. Maybe we can have a conversation, you know. But if I've had an Uber that's been cancelled on me, and then now I come into your Uber, and then you still having a conversation, I'm not in a place of having a conversation. But anyway, let's go on a break. We'll be back in a minute. We'll be back in a minute. We are back. We are back from the couple of minutes break. So as to have you guys see that we are also doing other things, and adverts there. We are open. We got slots for adverts where you can actually send us your adverts, and then we work out something we can do and get your adverts on, and from audio to video, so that because we stream from StreamYard, and we got the app as well that plays um, for the app that's also can be downloaded on um iOS and Android. And yeah, you could reach us there at those platforms. But yeah, yeah, I am watching. Oh right, thank you, Krishna. Thank you. Thank you for the love. I appreciate it. Yeah. One day maybe we could do a short together or do something like that. Do something nice. You know, get your community, my community come together. We are in England trying to reach out to everybody that really needs, you know, what we do and how we do, and we're a growing community, and we're reaching out to more of broadcasters who would like to be a part of this movement that's going to take the world by that's already taking the world by storm, because we're out there on platforms and we're doing this consistently, and eventually y'all have to adjust to us because we're not stopping. Yeah. So keep checking us, and we'll keep checking you, and we're gonna be here all the time, Monday to Friday, having a good time on Relax Radio. Um, uh, Having said that, the different platforms you can relax on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, and TikTok, and all these places. Having said that, did you happen to see the guy that was the girl that was on TikTok saying how she had this driving inspector who was the driving instructor that was saying all these sleazy comments on her, and she was saying all these um comments about how she was nice, and she was nice, and she's doing good, and you know uh, next time if you next time if you make a mistake, I would slap you with the elastic band and all these. And then she had to change and get an instructor that was a male, and the male was saying how she looked nice, if she could take her out sometime, and have a good time. It's just taking us to I'm sure y'all uh, know of all the different scenarios, all different sides. So this is different. All the different scenarios of the adult entertainment. Yeah, you know, there's the driving instructor, and there's the pizza man, and there's you know the pizza man that comes to the door and knocks on the door, and then the next thing it's on, and then the driving instructor that needs a bribe, and then it's on, and these narratives where it's as crazy it might seem. Uh, it's crazy, the driving lessons. And I had a situation where I did my driving lessons over, I think I did them over 4 weeks. Yeah, I did them over 4 weeks with the ladies. You know, well, initially, this is the thing with driving instructors. They come through everything nice, and they pretend like we're gonna work something out. No, I've got you. I need you to pause, and it's cool at first because it's like, oh, you know they want me to win, so I'll work with them. But then before you realize, uh, they are quick to say, listen, uh, you need to do this, this, and that. This is where you're faulting. And this is where it gets to most of these uh, students, car driving students. The more you tell them that they're making mistakes, is the more it sort of gives them pressure, and the more time they have to be with you, and then the more money you get. But then the problem where they overlook is, um, what they overlook is that the more time I spend with you, I cannot recommend you to nobody if I don't pass. You see, so we need to sort of try to balance these situations where you try to instruct somebody in the nice possible way, make them pause, make them drive and make them happy. Just do get themselves together and understand the car first, and then you can put that pressure on afterwards. I had I had 4 weeks of driving. No, initially I think I had 6 hours of driving with a different instructor, and uh, hello, my friend, I'm going to teach you how to drive, and at the end of it all, you're going to be able to drive. And you just, okay, cool. Yeah, let's get along and let's see how it goes. But okay, can you actually have you ever driven before? Then you say, no, I've never driven before. It's my first time. And then you get on with it. And then it's like it takes you to uh, Please play Serenity song by Sean. All right, all right, all right. I'll see what I can do, and I'll check on the library and make it happen. You know, I make things happen. I threw the magic. Anyway, yeah. Let me not forget that. Anyway, so uh, as things was going, he was telling me how this is how we do it, and you put the first thing that you need to do is the cockpit drill. You get in, you put your seatbelt on, you look left, look right, and you know the whole cockpit drill. I forgot. It's been years since I did a driving lesson. Now I just do naturally, just put my belt on and it's yeah. I mean, you have to check the gear stick and see if it's in neutral, and then get things going. So we got to know about the cockpit drill, and then you start driving and landing. But you realize that now, you know what? He keeps shouting at me like, "No, my friend, you can't. You need to brake at the junction and look side. Look, you are not looking right. Ah, that's where you went wrong because I couldn't survive anymore. It's not. You know what? Let me leave this for another time." And then I got to a different instructor who was helping me out. And she was female, and she was like, "Oh no, you know what? I'll let you drive because you've told me that you have an idea of driving." So we just took me to some back roads, and we started driving. And first two lessons, we was just driving around and driving around. I was like, you know what? This is cool. And then bang! Now let's learn how to reverse park. Ah, you do it now. Now let's learn. You see, the maneuvers are the ones that got people shaking. But we got through it. But hey, I failed my test about a couple of times, about four, 5 times. And finally, I got my pinky, and it's with the amount that I've had that pinky, is I can't afford to mess around anymore because it's crazy as it seems. But it's interesting that there's a theory that's floating around, which if anybody out there has an idea of what's really popping with this theory, if it's true or not, that with test centers have a sort of number that they need to pass each day. So if that number has reached, the most likely that the next person that comes after that number is going to fail. So it's like, say we've got 15 people that need to pass today. If those 15 people pass, then that's the cap. Because we still need people to, do driving lessons. We still need people to pay for the test. So we need to be able to cut people so that they come back again and try to, book the test. If somebody knows this theory and knows that it's real, Holler at me. Let me know in the comment section if this is true or false. You know, that's the theory that I want to find out because it's crazy. You know, and people. It's I'm glad coming from a country that's part of the that's part of the countries that can just convert their license when they come into Britain. It's the moment where it's like, oh yeah, you can convert your. It's like yeah. Although I did my test here, but it's just proud. My country is listed one of those because it was a British colony. So your license is valid when you get over here. You know, but then it's that moment when things people try to beat the system and try to go back to the country and where this is with the other countries we are able to pay somebody a bit of change. Yeah, can you sort me out? And you don't even have to go to the driving lesson. You don't even go to the driving test. you, you get the driving license in the post. you know it's crazy. Or sometimes you show up, you pay, and you just drive around. So listen, can you take me to one of those places? I need to sort out a few things. So yeah, I'll come back. Okay, so it. Hey, man, corruption is real, man. you know it's real. So um gonna go on a short break. We'll be back in a minute. Bang bang. Yep. Yes. It's the half-hour mark is hit, and we're here still having a good time, and we're out here relaxed. It's Relax Radio with the K. you know, it's only if I had a drink that had a K in it. Maybe any drink. I think there must be a drink with a K. A K? No, actually. Oh no, no, no. I think that's an alcohol. So if I had, imagine if I had a drink and I'd be relaxed with the K. That's an advert. But hey, I'm a relax radio, a relax radio, and we have a good time over here. So we do things. Did you see the everybody is out here is just TikToking and TikToking. You know, um, it is TikTok and the TikTok, the new TikTok king. And the new TikTok king is the gentleman by the comedian KB Lang. Become a new TikTok king. I think y'all already follow him or know him from somewhere. And from TikTok is the guy that's doing all these videos, reacting to videos without even saying a word. And I think one of them, the one that got me was the one where he's in a car, and initially there's a girl that's in a car, and then one of her has two of her cornrows come out of the window, and then she uh, raises the window up, and then somebody cuts is yeah, and then he sort of mimics the whole video by him being in a car, and he's got dreadlocks, and with the dreadlocks, they one two of them are hanging outside, and he doesn't have to say a word. Just that look just kills it. you know, just that look kills it. You know, it's just, and all his videos are not less than 1 million, because that video itself was about 14 million views and 14 million likes and so forth. It's crazy. It might seem like this new world has just turned into it's all about the likes and the views, because it's a reflection of who I'm reaching out. You know what I mean? And it's crazy to see. It's like with casting agents, now they require your social media to see who's following you, because with our film that we're doing, we need a good following, so that maybe when it comes to promotion, it's just you just put it up on your Instagram, and your followers will just will follow suit and go check it out. But it's but that's the thing though. It's like, are we looking for attention, or do we what are we using Instagram or these social media places for? Because now you can actually buy followers. You can actually buy followers, and the followers will be fake. They can just be there just to appear as if you got a large following, and then with that, then other people that are coming next just decide to follow you because you somebody who's got a strong following. And then whatever you do, the likes, then you see someone has got a strong following, but he's got, say, 15,000 followers, but he's got 2 likes, or we say maybe 100 likes, which doesn't add up. So, but because um, the other say a good number can be fake, you know. So it's just about knowing how the system works. So with every good thing comes a bad thing, or something that's on left. If you get right or get left, you know what I mean. So it's it's you on the either side, and as much as you're going forward, there's things that are in the back that catch up with you and become a sort of thing, you know. I initially, joined I think the first social media I joined was, I think there was a social media by Hi-Fi. Hi-Fi, yeah, yeah, Hi-Fi. It was HI5, and you had all these different people that on there, and you met friends, and I don't know what happened. Something just took over. Something something after Hi-Fi came. I think it was Pixel, where you could put your pictures and clutter them around and do all these nice things, and and then we had Facebook came about a bit later, and there was YouTube was the one that came just right after. Then we could upload our stuff, our videos, and all these songs and all the videos, homemade videos, and have fun with it. And then bang, uh, Facebook came along, and when Facebook came along, it just took everything by storm, and everybody was just signing up and signing up. And I was surprised because it's like I signed up, but I didn't like was not serious with it for a while until later on when I started to see people on it, and then it was like, oh, okay, there's this Facebook thing. It's like, oh, I've actually been on this for a while. It's like, oh, how does that work? And you start to engage and start to see things and your old friends, and you start seeing your mama and seeing your dad and seeing your uncle, and then your family just talking about how you can't be writing that on Facebook. First of all, it was a it was a case of you can't be writing that on Facebook. And then it's like the next thing you're seeing your uncles and them commenting on the same relevant commenting on the same things on a different platform. It's like how it's like everybody's missing this naughty, but you can't display it in public. It's like you think you can get away with it, but you can't. We're there. The Facebook police is there. We're out there to check you out and see. Listen, sometimes you get your one uh family relative, or that's family per Facebook is like, listen, I saw you doing what you did. I don't think that makes you a good guy. It's like I've got audience for that. you know it's sometimes you just need to let go of these things and let people leave, let people have a good time. Then you have situations where you're just like, but babe, let's put ourselves out there, and on Facebook or on Instagram, and babe is not having it. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. And it's interesting and crazy. It's like I was having a conversation with one of my friends. We were saying about you know on the subject of OnlyFans. It's like people are getting it for money. So we were saying, having said that, because this girl was saying how she was posting these nice naughty pictures on Instagram, and she was having likes. So she decided to go on OnlyFans and get money for that. So now, um, for those people that out there, and the boyfriend was saying, mm, she was saying how she spoke to the boyfriend, and the boyfriend said, "No, it's cool. You can do your thing on OnlyFans, and bring home the money." Would you do that for your woman who wants to um, get the bacon? And then would you say, it's okay, go out there and have a good time and be on OnlyFans and be all naughty and nice and be fruit to the eye of the world, and, come back and be my wife? you know? That's where I was like, no, what? That really wouldn't sit well with me. But, and then I was presented by an idea that if you went out with your woman to the beach and she was all up in a bikini and all these almost naked outfit, is that cool for you to do that? Is How would you take that? You know, are you happy with that, or you it's something that you need to have a conversation with when you get home? Oh, it's not even what happened. you know, I don't know. It's just it's something to think about. It's just one of those things that you just have to think about. Say, we love each other, but when it comes to displaying uh, my 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 jewelry, I'm not happy. And then she'll come up and say, "Hey, listen, I'm me. You don't own me. I am me. I can do what I want with my body." Hey, listen. But then comes a part where guys want to be out there in the shore and chest out, and I work out, you know, and I'll be topless at the beach, and but then we'll say, no, I don't want my woman to be up in a bikini. I mean, maybe you find out your woman has got a build behind, and she want to show that off. That's where her pride is. You know, and then and she not listen. That's just only for seeing. It's only for sitting down. You know, ain't no time to be out there with just knickers out in a beach and in a bikini and you know you find it's the new times, but then they're still open for discussion. You know, I wouldn't. It's one of those things. I mean, Instagram. So another thing is, how would you feel if you saw your husband or boyfriend, who you in a relationship with, commenting on a beautiful, nice woman who's say butt naked on Instagram, and while you was going through the pictures, you saw his comment to say, "You're looking nice. You're beautiful and gorgeous." And only discover that he never said that to you. How would you feel? So all the women out there, how would you feel if you saw something like that happen to you? You know, you can fill up the comment section. Mhm. Or another one, how would you feel if you discover that your husband or your boyfriend in a relationship with was watching porn? You know, not that you caught him red-handed. You went through the history and you discovered that he searched some porn, not just porn. Okay, okay. If say you say you are in a relationship with you as say that you're not quite built like the curvaceous body that the porn stars have, and he was searching for the BBWs and things. He likes the big bonded. But you're there with your skinny self thinking, does he really love me? But yeah, such is life. You marry the one you love, or you settle for the one that's already there. So you need to find yourself in a position where you know what you're doing, with who, why, and how. But in the meantime, let's go on a short break. We'll be back in a minute.
Through the eyes of the megaminds of our time. The diagnosis. A pro analysis. Every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Relax Radio. through the eyes of the megaminds of our time. The Diagnosis, a pro analysis. Every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Relax Radio.
Yep. It's the last round of the hour. It's the fourth quarter, and it looks like we're winning today. We're winning today. I'm happy for the engagement and all those that thing. But it's a sad story that our friend out of Cali could be facing a whole lot of years in there, man. You know, it's crazy how things can turn into a good life, and next thing you're spending the rest of your life in jail, man. You know, it's crazy, my scene. How many people came up? You seen the documentary? Yeah, so yeah, sex trafficking and all that, and it's not nice, man. I don't wish that on the brother, but I seen an interview where he was just about to cry. you know, is but you know what? Me in all this whole situation, I see. I have a problem with these friends. You know, it's like if you've got friends that are not telling you what you're doing is gonna get you caught, that ain't cool. Like we can't keep doing things. It's like I'm happy. It's like if I even I have friends that will tell me you're messing about. It's like, and I love those guys. You're messing about. Like this is not gonna fly. It's like but if you don't have, I mean, number of girls that were involved. I mean, do you not have close friends to make you stop at three? You know what I mean? Come on, can you at least stop at three? Don't have I think it was a whole but you know he could justify himself and say this and that, but we know, and they know that you I mean, besides, if it walks like a duck, it's not a swan, it's a duck. We need to get with the program. Don't find yourself in compromising situation. you know People got rules. You need to have rules within yourself. Have rules that you follow yourself, not for everybody else, but yourself. You know, I got a couple rules myself. I've got rules where if I'm at the bar and I'm broke, I'm drinking anything. I'm not trying to get somebody to buy me JD and Coke because I drink JD and Coke. This time around, I'm broke. Those are the rules. You know, if somebody says, "Come, let's go eat it," come, let's go eat at McDonald's. Come, let's go eat something. I'll simply say, let's just get some chicken and chips and be nice. I'm not trying to get in your pocket and be that guy that's sucking you dry. Uh, so we need to have rules, your own rules that you live by. You know, I mean, rules can be broken by the rules and principles. So I say rules because sometimes I break these rules. But those are the things that help me become me. So I got rules. You know, it's if it's not working, you leave it. Don't find yourself. And I've got this rule where I have to always ask you. If I ask you once, um, and you say no, I have this rule where I ask you again, are you sure? That's the rule that I have. That's how I live. You know, I've got this rule where I don't go halves. I mean this whole situation where people divide the amount by the number of people. Like it gets you some negative energy because if you can't have a good time because some somebody cannot contribute, you know. So I don't go halves. I just ball out. If I ain't balling, I'm staying in the house. Those are the rules. You live by the rules. You know, we can't be having a meeting at the door trying to find out how we gonna pay. Like, let's go. Nah, you know, I'm dealing with what I have, and it's crazy. My see you need to have rules. You know, to have rules. So the R. Kelly situation is like, uh, if they were my friends, if he was my friend, I would simply tell him, listen, let's cut this off. You know, this it's not gonna work. You know, at least at three. You know, I know uh, a brother likes to do things, and sometimes they get caught up in a situation where they want to follow through and do things, but you can't quite let somebody go off and say you seen him once drink drive. Well, if he got home, okay, cool. Next time, maybe if you want to stay in the house, just to try. Don't find yourself drink drive. You know, you can't do it more than three times, and then have your friends let you go and continue to do it like that. You know what I mean? Let them know, like, listen, this ain't cool. But uh, but people are actually uh, there's people that they out there that are you know did what R. Kelly did, but they've not been caught. Some situations even worse because it's crazy, but it's, it's because it's famous. So if you find yourself aspiring to be this big guy, you know, make sure that you've got a clean sheet, because if you don't have a clean sheet, you'll be in trouble when it hits the fan. When somebody is trying to uh, put you down, they'll be able to do that with all that record that's out there. That's the thing. So sometimes, and my thing to you is that if you feel somebody wants to revenge on something, or someone wants to get you, let them get you and leave the place immediately. You know what I mean? Because what you don't want is once they do it the first time, just leave. Because if you try and hold it, oh yeah, go back and forth, they could ruin a lot of things. Because somebody can come back harder. You just let them do it, and then depend on the sinner or the person, or what you just gauge to see that what is he capable of doing. So if he's capable of doing something that's minor, then just let them do, and then proceed. Because if you keep them around, they'll do more damage than good. So people who are not happy can make you unhappy as well. They're happy to damage because they don't care, or because their emotions are not settled, or because they are hurt. Hurt people hurt people. So if somebody's hurt, let them hurt you once and then you leave. That way, it gives you time to recoup and be yourself again. Because I mean, if they get the satisfaction that they've hurt you, then it's cool. But then if they still want to come back again, then that's a problem. You know, that's a problem. But we continue to live. We live and we learn. You know, and continue to hang with us as we speak on things that matter. So it's good that y'all are tuning in and seeing what's going on, and uh, sometimes I get people reach out to me later on and say, oh yeah, I was checking out your show, and some things that you said really touched me, and that, and it's like, oh, okay. I just said that out of just saying it, and it's like, oh no, you mean I had a situation that's was similar, but I found uh, you know what you said, something that helped me heal. So the Relax Radio social handles spread out the burner at the bottom, and then mine are just below my name. So you can still speak to me, follow Relax Radio, and continue to have a good time with Andrew on Relax Radio from Monday to Friday, Lunch Munch Show. Yep. For now, I'm signing out, and I hope you have a good Wednesday. And if you got a crush, a woman crush, could be anybody, it could be your mom, like she's been doing everything that's nice for you and it's making you happy. You know, happiness is the key. So, holler that woman and say, listen, I've got a crush on you. You know what I mean? you know, it's as hard as it seems. I don't remember how, being married is just, you know, a whole thing. I don't remember how you stop to reach out to a woman. It's like I've only had this thing that if I'm gonna come to you in the streets, I need to be drop dead gorgeous to actually stop you from doing what you're doing and have you listen to me. Oh, I have to say something that's really, um, something that's gonna make you smile for you to stop. So I've never been able to trust myself on that. But anyway, I'm lucky because I'm married. But anyway, uh, yeah. So it's Andrew Relax Radio. You know, meet you tomorrow where we have more good times. Let the good times roll. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye.